in a month, but we can start back over. So we are going to get back into a routine of weekly Q&As. I was not planning on this having to be a month-long break, but it took me a little while to be able to get my energy level back after having some pretty major surgery. So we are back at it, and we will be back at it for a weekly Q&A. So I thought with us jumping back in after a long break, what better place to start than kind of at the very beginning? Don't worry, not going to break into any Maria von Trapp there, but it is. So we are going to talk like basics of cutting your grocery budget, which is really where we all are right now. I've reached a point in my house where my kids are like, Mom, we don't have any cereal I like. Mind you, we still have cereal. They're just being picky. But the regular price for a box of cereal is currently in the $7 range, and I refuse. So we will wait until that cereal is on sale, and you will struggle and eat the other things we have, right? You'll be just fine. But that's what I want to hit on is the prices are skyrocketing. So how can we make sure we're getting the lowest price, we're getting the things our family needs, and we're trying to keep our grocery budget as under control as we possibly can? Can you keep it exactly where you kept it? I mean, maybe if you stopped eating, but I think it's had an effect on everybody, right? We've all seen an increase. So we're going to start at the beginning, and we're going to talk just some key ways that we can start to make some cuts or continue to make some cuts for some of you guys who've been at this for a while. I'm so glad to have you guys in the comments too. So, and to see everyone that's there, believe me, I am very much glad to be getting back to normal around here. So as we go through tonight, if you've got questions, stick them in the comments. If your questions are totally off topic, that's fine. Stick them in the comments. I'll get there. But I know other folks will help too. So if you've got something in particular, grocery-wise, that is just really tricky for you, maybe you're not able to find deals on it, or there's something you're struggling with that is killing your grocery budget, stick it in the comments. I will gladly try to help you figure out a way to save on whatever that might be. But let's dive in. So first off, where do we want to shop? That's a really big one. I know a lot of folks, back in the 2008 recession, we got in the habit of following our sales, and then we got out of that habit. We got into the habit of ordering things online, getting bulk. That's where we are in this world, going to Aldi, which is great, and you may be saving, but you could potentially be getting better prices as well. So what I would encourage you is kind of to try to remember, if you did this eons ago, what did you do that was working? Let's go back to that. So grocery stores, they still run sales, and that's really what we want to be following. I really want you to be in a grocery store for your groceries. I don't want you to be in a big box store. Target isn't where we want to do our grocery shopping. Thanks, Target, for adding a grocery section, but their prices are never really on sale. So just to pick on Target for a second, guys, in these big box stores, you're going to lift up that sale tag and it's like 10 cents less than last week's price. That's not what we're talking about. So grocery store, our goal is a sale that is at least 40% off of the full price. Now, I know that full price is kind of killer right now, but that's our goal, 40% off. So if we're looking at Publix, we're looking at those buy one, get one deals. Winn-Dixie, buy one, get one deals. Kroger, this is going to be your mega events. Harris Teeter, buy one, get one deals. You kind of have the idea here. My folks in the Southeast, I know your stores pretty well. If you're not in the Southeast, just think about what grocery store near you runs the best sales. So if you have a grocery store near you and you walk in and you're like, is there anything on sale? So our little tiny IGAs, our Food Lions of the world, the smaller the grocery store, the less we see in terms of major sales that are run by the manufacturers. We see sales that the store is promoting, but those will never be as big of a discount as the sales that are being run by the manufacturers. And so let me explain that one to you. When we talk Kroger, and we talk a Kroger mega event that they may be running, or even sometimes their weekly digital deals, or we talk Publix buy one get ones. When we're looking at those types of items, we're really talking about a sale that the manufacturer has put the promotion out there. The manufacturer is the one that is really offering the bulk of that discount. It isn't the store, it's the brand. That's what's going to get us some of the best sales and the biggest discounts for helping to hit our grocery budget. So that's what I want you to think about as you're pondering which store to be in, is what kind of sales are the stores around me running. Now, if your options are really limited, I get that. That's a lot of folks too. Then just pick the best option that you have. We got to work with what we got. Pick the best option that you have. And it may be that you tailor your budget a little bit different than someone who has one of these grocery stores nearby that are running the really big sales. So we're going to pick one of those top stores if we can. We're going to focus on that 40% mark. And then hopefully we're going to add in some coupons. So first off, I've been scrolling through the Kroger ad to kind of get us to a section. So here's the start. Kroger's running a little tiny mega event in the natural and organic side of the store. So it's slightly on sale. We're getting $1 off with a digital coupon on it. That digital coupon can be used 5 times. It's hopefully going to bring the price down to a mark that makes it more affordable, focusing on that mega event. So this is a digital coupon event. Our goal really, mega event wise, Kroger is going to help you to then be able to pair in a coupon with it. Now, if these are digital coupons, we can't pair in an additional coupon, but we get an idea there. So I want to follow this sale. Then I want to start to use my coupons on that sale if I can. Now, coupons in today's world, for anyone that has done this or heard of it, we're not going 2008 here anymore. Yes, you can still get the Sunday paper. Yes, there are coupons in the Sunday paper, but I'd actually say a bulk of the coupons that you have are really going to be digital. Now, you're going to use the Kroger app or the Publix app. You're going to load those coupons potentially in the store, guys, scanning barcodes with the store's app and loading the coupons that apply to that product, and then checking out. So I'm not having to get out a pair of scissors and cut a coupon unless I want to, but most of the time you do have digital coupons that are available to you for those items, and some mobile apps that we can use alongside those in some situations, or instead of those in others. So I know there have been some changes in the last couple weeks, but just to kind of hit the basics there. So I'm looking for 40% off sale. Then I want to start to apply whatever digital offers or paper offers I might be able to find on that item. Are there as many offers as there used to be? No. So sometimes you are going to go in and you are going to grab whatever's on sale, and you may not have a coupon. So for example, this is the current Publix buy one get one list from Southern Savers. So we're still giving you the lists every week, and you guys can head here, pick the grocery store that you're going to. I'm going to give you a list of everything that is 40% off or more. I do not type the entire ad for grocery stores. I try to focus on the items that are at their best price. So your goal is going to be to sit here and just add the items that you want to grab this week. Some of them may have a coupon, but you're going to notice even in the buy one get one section, not a ton do. I mean, there's a good amount, but there's also a really good amount that don't have coupons available. They're still 50% off. They're still a really great price for those items. So, just to give you one example here, Progresso soup, buy one get one. It's $1.56 for Progresso soup, buy one get one. You aren't gonna walk in to Walmart and find Progresso soup for $1.56. So you may look at Publix and think, whoa, Publix is really overpriced versus Walmart. But we're not walking in and buying everything that we need today. That's not how we're going to save the most money. We need to instead walk in and buy what is on sale today that I can use. Next week, what is on sale that I can use there. We're going to get enough of those sale items to last 6 weeks. Our sales cycle, not changed at all. It's always been about 6 weeks long, still there. Prices may be flying, but the basics haven't changed. So head in, look at what's on sale this week, get 6 weeks worth of those items. 6 weeks from now, roughly, they're going to be back on sale. So you're going to be sitting pretty. Now I'm out of it. Now it's back on sale. That's our goal. So if I can walk in this week and I can walk out with Progresso soup here at $1.56, yes, 6 weeks of soup. I don't think you're really looking at we're going to eat soup every day for the next 6 weeks. We're not talking about 40 cans of soup here. For most families, Hamburger Helper or Ragu, if you're going there, our Ragu pasta sauce, you're looking at maybe 3 jars of pasta sauce. For our family, we may eat spaghetti 3 times in the next 6 weeks. If my 7-year-old got to pick, we may eat it a little bit more frequently, but we don't tend to eat it that frequent. I don't need 17 jars. I just need enough to last 6 weeks. So I'm going to follow what's on sale and I'm going to buy enough for that mark. That's really the basics of saving in a grocery store. Following the sales cycle and getting enough to last you until it's back on sale. So I'm not walking into a store and buying things that are not on sale. This is really hard to untrain us from. So in a world where prices are normal, you got into a habit there for quite a few years probably of, hey, that looks yummy and I'm gonna grab it. We can't live there because, hey, that looks yummy might be that $7 box of cereal, and that's insane. So we're gonna focus on what's on sale, and that's all that needs to go in the cart. There are moments in our house that my husband will request something and I will bring it home and be like, I bought it, but I only bought it because I love you. And it cost an arm and a leg, or, he gets it. He knows if it's not on sale, probably not grabbing it. But that's our goal. So hopefully that makes sense in terms of giving just the basics on this. We're going to dive in a little deeper, but I want to make sure I haven't lost you on that part for sure. And I see lots of comments going by, so I will try hard to catch up on any questions that you guys have too, for things that you're looking for. So, so Tin Man Lover has a tip, and I love this one. I've told folks to do this for years too. She says she's been calling and emailing companies, and it really pays off. She got 2 free coupons for Monster Energy drinks and getting coupons for Quaker oatmeal, Chewy granola bars. So yes, it's a huge tip, guys. This isn't even hard. You could literally spend 10 minutes in your pantry every day, because the phone numbers, they're on the jars. We don't have to look very hard. If you want to call the company, companies usually speak one language. Like, hey, you called us. So happy to hear from you. They send coupons. Send them an email, send them a Facebook message. A lot of times calling is the more productive method. You will usually get something from your phone call, where email, they may just be like, hey, thanks for emailing us. Sometimes they'll send coupons, but not always. But calling a company is a great way to get some pretty high value coupons. Now, obviously, they're not going to send those to you constantly. So that may be a method for some folks. If you've got something in particular, it's a high value item that you want or you need, that's a really great way to save on that item. Okay, so Paige, I just saw your comment, really trying hard to meal plan to save money, but it's hard. Should I meal plan first and then look for sales on what I need, or should I look at sales and meal plan after? So Paige, I would encourage you to look at sales and meal plan from your sales. So folks, if you haven't been on Southern Savers before, that's actually, I have it kind of zoomed in here. I'll zoom out for a second. But that's actually one of the things that we do. So for Publix and Kroger, just those 2 grocery stores, each week, we give you a meal plan based on what is on sale. So you can look at that and you can fully plan what you want to eat off of that week's sales. And so actually the new Publix meal plans just went up today. This is for the sale that starts on Wednesday or Thursday if you live in Florida. So I'm giving you a couple days heads up, but it's all of what's on sale and some great meals that would go with those sale items. So if you have Publix or Kroger as your main stores, this is pretty easy. I'm not saying you have to eat those things, but maybe it's going to help you get some ideas of what is on sale and makes a meal. Now, the other part to meal planning as well, Paige, just to fill in, is if we are getting in the habit of buying enough to last 6 weeks when it's on sale, then after a few weeks of that, so today I'm coming home with 6 weeks of pasta sauce and 6 weeks of rice and whatever else, and it may not look like enough to make meals out of, but after a few weeks, I actually can meal plan from the pantry, and I just keep following the sales so that I can keep my pantry stocked, but I don't have to meal plan specifically from the sales. So hopefully that helps too. Yes, follow the sales and plan meals from them as you get started, and then as you build the stock that you have, then hopefully you can just meal plan from what is already on hand. That would be the goal. So let's talk some ways to save on that entree part there, because meat is super expensive. I'm not going to walk in and find a buy one, get one sale on meat. That doesn't exist. So what are some ways that we could cut the costs on meat? First off, in our world right now, it is clearance meat. So maybe for you, it's finding what stores are running meat markdowns on a regular basis. And sadly, that's not Publix. Publix does not clearance their meats. If you want clearance meat, you're in the wrong store. Instead, I need to maybe just make a trip specifically to that grocery store just for their clearance meat. So we've been getting a lot of meat lately from a Lowe's Foods, which is kind of right down the road from the Publix, but not a lot of people are shopping there, and we can find some great deals on meat that are on clearance. I was walking around Sam's just a couple weeks ago, and there was clearance meat as well. So keeping your eyes open for any meat markdowns, making sure it is a markdown. So keep that in mind. Clearance organic chicken that might be $10.99 regular price per pound on clearance for $8.99 a pound is still way more for chicken than I would ever pay. So do at least look at the price and think about it. But if it's a decent price on something that you'll use, grab it. Make sure that you are walking in the door and either using it that night or freezing it that night. Do not stick it in your fridge. Who knows what that shelf life is going to be, how much longer you're going to have there. So do not find yourself wasting money on clearance meat. It's incredibly painful to do, but you can get some great things. Tonight, my kids were raving. My husband got a 5-star review on a clearance beef roast that I had grabbed thinking we would eat it for Sunday. We didn't freeze it. It stayed in the fridge, and I had forgotten that Sunday was like a church fellowship lunch, so I didn't need that clearance beef roast. Well, he brined it and smoked it today, which is pretty magical to come home from our classical day of homeschool and find this big chunk of meat that was smoked. But you're going to have to do that. So if you stick it in the fridge and you forget about it, it's going to become really fast dinner the next day. So it's that night or freeze, please, so you don't mess up. But clearance meat is huge. Bulk meat is still a deal, so look for those as well. Head to restaurant supply stores. Sam's and Costco will sell meat by the case. They do offer a small discount from the regular price per pound when you buy it by the case. It's not huge, but it is a small discount. And then there are sales. So following the meat sales as well in the stores that you're in can make a difference as well. So Granny, good question. Wouldn't it be smart to stock up on sale items because surely the price will increase in 6 weeks? So you could go crazy on the buy one, get one price, thinking that 6 weeks from now, that buy one, get one price is going to be even worse and even worse. What I suspect we're going to see on prices, though, is that where they are now for grocery items is going to kind of hold until we get close to Christmas. So if we see another jump, it's going to be in that late December peak of items, and that's normally going to apply to the things that we're wanting for Christmas dinner. And then come January and February, Lord willing, these prices are going to come back down. So I don't know that I would encourage you to grab, 12 weeks or something longer, because in the end, dollar cost averaging, if we start to apply that to our groceries, we really want to just kind of keep following each sales cycle. It is eventually going to stop going up. And I think when it comes to most grocery items, I don't think we're going to see the price mark continue to tick. I think that's where most people are wanting, is at some point the inflation has to hit a peak. I don't know if we've hit it, but at some point it does. But our goal would just stick with 6 weeks. Yes, the price may jump a little. We're talking 10 cents, though, between this 6 weeks and the last 6 weeks. When you're looking at the big picture, it's jumped a ton, but it hasn't been in a 6-week window. So that 10-cent difference, I don't know that you're going to need to deal with grabbing a ton and then needing to deal with where do we put it? How do we keep it good? Because not everything is really meant to be bought in bulk and sit on your shelf for that long. I think it's just going to end up creating some more headache than it's going to save you money in the end. Okay, so great. And Carl's saying this is what he does. Plan meals from the second fridge and freezer, buy everything on sale and stock up. And it saves massive amounts by just following that sales cycle and planning the meals by what you have on hand whenever you can. And guys, also think about your meals, and when groceries are tight, think about the complexity of your meals. So maybe for some of us, it means that we need to bump down, not be the gourmet chef that we aim to be, but focus on, your meat, your starch, and your veg. We're going to basically go very simple. Doesn't mean it's not delicious, but very simple in that concept. And that might help meal planning too. I don't need to find a recipe every night. I just need a meat. I need a starch, and I need a veg. And you can make a pretty simple meal plan that doesn't feel super overwhelming as you're stocking your stockpile, right? And then I can go back to what I normally cook once I have all those items, but that might help a little bit too. So for us, for example, my husband smoked that meat. It was delicious. Everybody raved over his seasoning, and our way of saying it was delicious was that it tasted just like his mom made it. She's a really amazing cook. But our sides with that, our go-to tends to be rice. We are a family of 7 people. I can get rice really cheap per pound. We've always done rice as a regular side. And then frozen veggies, if that's what we happen to grab, or canned veggies, whatever it might be. So tonight was frozen Green Giant veggies that had recently been on sale in the last 6 weeks at one of the grocery stores nearby for $1 a box. So we stock up whenever they're on sale for $1 a box, fill the freezer with Green Giant frozen veggies. I love them. And in our world, it takes 2 veggies to feed everybody, or 2 boxes. But that rice and a meat, that's dinner. We're not going super fancy. Oh, we did have some salad that was going bad too. But hopefully that helps a little bit too, to see what, still eating well, but not like we're not going gourmet, chicken, piccata, et cetera, just meat, starch, and a veggie. And life is happy, and we can stay on budget that way too. Okay, so getting in the basics there, let's kind of move a little further. I do want to talk mobile apps for a minute. And we have had some changes. I know some of you guys have emailed me. Ibotta has recently made a change where we cannot stack Ibotta offers with manufacturer or digital coupons from the store. And, we've seen a lot of changes in couponing, and there are a lot of other apps that have that rule. I will tell you, in reality, that is actually what Ibotta corporate has wanted to be what people would say. So there's been a few times that Ibotta has come to me and said, hey, could we do like a paid thing together, but we want you to say this. It was never part of their policy. It was just how they wanted to market it, because that is how the brands would like you to use Ibotta. So them coming in and adding that you cannot stack offers is really them finally putting in writing what the brands have wanted them to put in writing since they started. So I'm not surprised to see that change, but I will tell you this. I'm still trying to get my brain around it and remember to stop stacking them when I'm giving you the deal ideas on Southern Savers. But I will say, nothing has changed in the app. Just gonna leave it like that. So you can keep using Ibotta however you would like to use Ibotta, and think about the store that you're in. So if I'm in a store that all the coupons are just mentioned at the bottom, like Publix, and they just say vendor coupon, vendor coupon, vendor coupon. Yeah, they don't necessarily know what you used a coupon on. We're not submitting this either way, and I would say it's going to become up to you to remember, what did I use a coupon on in the store? What could I not submit an offer on Ibotta? I don't know that you necessarily want to try to even keep track of it all. I would just submit your receipt and see what you end up getting reimbursed for. In some stores where it is digitally sent to Ibotta, so we link our store account, like Target and Walmart, yes, there's a chance that they will stop lining up and stop giving you that cash back on those offers when a coupon is used, because they can easily see when that coupon was used and when it wasn't. So we'll just leave it at that. There are a number of mobile apps, though, that I would recommend. So let's go there. So in terms of mobile apps, and I meant to hook up my phone, but I'm a little rusty, guys, so I'll just hold it up for you guys. But these are my go-tos. So Ibotta and Fetch are probably where I would tell you to start. Ibotta does still have a ton of offers, and in all honesty, a ton of offers that you don't have paper coupons for. So I've seen a lot of folks send me, as if I was the one that made the rule, send me emails saying like, this is horrible and I'm just gonna never use Ibotta again. Well, in all honesty, that's kind of a silly response, because there are tons of offers in Ibotta that you have no paper coupon for whatsoever. So here's an example. Sheila G's. Sheila G's happens to be buy one, get one at Publix this week. You don't have a paper coupon for this, but I have a $1 off Ibotta, and it's buy one, get one. So in the end, for some of you guys, depending on your store price, this makes a really yummy bag of, probably not so healthy, but a really yummy bag of snacks less than $1 after the sale and the coupon. And some of you less than 50 cents. It just depends on your store's price and your store's buy one, get one. So the other perk here too, just to mention before you jump off the Ibotta train, is if you see that little gray square right here, sending it away, it says limit 5. I can use this 5 times. So I buy 5 bags of Sheila G's. So that would be a lot. But if you wanted 5 bags, I'm going to get this 5 times. That's pretty awesome. You may have 1 paper coupon, then submit this 4 times if you want to look at it this way. So it's offers that you may not have a paper coupon for. Most of the time you're not. And it's offers that maybe I bought more than 1, right? I'm buying enough for 6 weeks. Well, that's going to help you do it when it has a higher limit. So yes, they changed the rules, but guys, really when we look at this list of mobile apps, it's already been a rule on the Checkout 51. It's already been a rule on the coupons.com. It was kind of eventually this is going to be the case. Now, Fetch Rewards, it's not a rule on most of the offers for Fetch Rewards. So every receipt that you purchase does need to always be submitted to Fetch Rewards. This is like icing on the cake here. You never know what you're going to end up getting. They also run some bigger, buy $30 worth of General Mills and get 3,000 points. That's $3 back. So today I ran into Publix, really just to kind of test Ibotta. I used a $1 off 2 coupon. Yes, I did. On 2 boxes of Cheerios. And I submitted a 50 cents off 1 Ibotta because I was trying to test and just see if things had changed. And yes, I've already gotten the email that the Ibotta was fine, but I also submitted my receipt to Fetch. So my little tiny cereal purchase has already started tracking in Fetch. So whatever mobile apps you do or don't use, make sure that you scan your receipt in Fetch and you scan your receipt in Ibotta and you just see what the other mobile apps are offering. So again, if you're brand new, we've done a lot of videos in the past on mobile apps and the top mobile apps that I would recommend, but Fetch and Ibotta are the top 2. There are other mobile apps that are out there, but if you are just getting back into this, trying to keep track of like 7 different, you're gonna lose your mind. So just stick with those 2 if you're just getting started, and you will see them in a lot of the matchups that are on Southern Savers. So that will help too. I do also match in all of the offers that are in the coupons.com app. Most of those mirror the offers that are available as printable. Just keep in mind with the coupons.com app, I cannot use a coupon with these. Either it will not give cash back, and a lot of times if I print the offer, it will end up actually making it where you can't use the cash back offer. It will know that you've printed it. It's like one or the other, but you don't get both. So just kind of watch for that one too in the coupons.com app. Okay, let me jump and make sure that I haven't missed any other questions there. Let's see. What do I do for kids' lunches? Great question, Donna. So I will tell you, in our world, I only have kids' lunches 1 day a week. We homeschool and we're all here. My husband works from home. I'm here with everybody. So lunches around our house are everyone fends for themselves. Mama does not cook, and it is usually leftovers. Now, I think it's funny. I was telling somebody this earlier today too, but our 7-year-old, I'm pretty sure when she turned like 4, she's the baby, but she learned that like nobody was really going to help her with lunch. I know it sounds bad, but she learned how to make a quesadilla really early in life. And that is her go-to. She is the queen of quesadillas. So each kid has kind of found what their thing is. I have 2 high school seniors who I regularly see them make like a peanut butter and banana sandwich, but it'll be sandwiches, it'll be leftovers, quesadillas. If you ask the 7-year-old what her option is, that's our go-to. If you are looking at kids' lunches, we're sending kids to school, then I would encourage you to still be in that sandwich mark, or grab a thermos and let's send them with leftovers that were warm. If we've got like leftover soup, leftover chili, those are great things to send. And maybe it's you making a batch of soup on Sunday night that is going to be specifically for lunch. There are some great easy things that you can make in bulk, and then I can turn around and make those lunches from that. So it could be you cooking up some chicken, grilling some extra chicken, shredding that grilled chicken, and making some chicken sandwiches with that for the rest of the week. Tuna salad sandwiches. Those are inexpensive meats that we're still giving folks protein, but we're not spending an arm and a leg on that protein for lunch. So that would be some encouragements. The other thing for lunch is stay away from all the pre-portioned packages. Pre-portion it yourself, even if, again, that's something that you're doing Sunday night, getting bags of chips set for the whole week ahead, and maybe taking it off your plate too. Totally let the kids help with this. Let them be in charge of, hey, what snacks do you want this week in your lunchbox? You need to go ahead and get those all pre-portioned out from the big bags. Because if I can get Snyder's pretzels, buy one, get one, in the 16-ounce bag, that's way cheaper than the individual ounce little baggies of pretzels or chips. So always going for the big bags and portioning them out. And I would say a fresh piece of fruit still comes out cheaper than your fruit cups typically. If you're looking for some inexpensive snack items and you need them to be pre-portioned, because I know there are some daycares and whatnot that are going to want them in those sealed packages, I would actually encourage you to look at Amazon and Subscribe and Save. So with Amazon Subscribe and Save, always keeping 5 items in your cart so that you can take advantage of whatever the sale might be running. So I'll show you ours. There was actually a really great sale on Starbucks. I told my husband we actually needed coffee, and I grabbed one little thing of it that was on sale in the grocery store, and then I was going to look for a deal online, and I did, but it was a Subscribe and Save deal. So we'll get it in October, but I'll find coffee deals before then. But I keep some little things in our carts. This is a 75-cent can of green beans, a $1 can of Rotel, so that I can always have 5 items and I can save, I don't know if you can see it, but that full 15%. So this deal, you see the $21.10, but there was actually a coupon on top of that. So in the end, we were getting 6 boxes of Starbucks, and they all came to about $3.50 a box. Crazy good deals. Now, the thing with Amazon Subscribe and Save is that you need to be able to jump on them when you see it. So this is one that we recently grabbed, and for a while, it had a coupon with it. Now, this is a 12-pack of cups, so this is like buying 3 of the fruit packs in the grocery store, right? Which in today's world are currently on sale for like $2.50 to $3. They used to be as low as $2 when they were on sale. So I can grab 3 packs of them basically in this one 12-pack with Subscribe and Save for $6.24. That's the regular price, but you will see them run coupons on these items. So it's grabbing them when they have coupons that are being run on them, looking through the coupon section that is on Amazon. So you can go coupons, and then over here on the side, I can go Subscribe and Save, and I can just start to sort through grocery Subscribe and Save. Just show me what I can save extra on and stock up on, and I can actually get some pretty decent prices on these items when I do that. So I can grab, I don't even know what size this is, but we'll kind of piece it all together for you here. This is a 58 count of chewy granola bars with the extra 15% discount. It makes it $12.17, but that is also going to have an additional extra 15% that comes off. So it's going to make it around really in the $10 mark for 58 count granola bars. To compare that to the grocery store, you would get these in like 8 to 10 count boxes. You've come out cheaper than you could get at Sam's or you could get at the grocery store for that particular item. So this can be hit and miss. I'm not saying you're going to be able to get every item that you wanted, but again, kind of clicking on coupons, clicking on Subscribe and Save, going to grocery, and then from grocery and gourmet, kind of getting an idea of what you can find. And so you can clip them. If you don't want it, don't grab it, but kind of hunt around. There's usually a lot of great snack deals, especially right now, as whenever school is back in or kind of can be under that like football and who knows. You'll find a number of snack items as brands try to market to various things. Jump on it when you see them. And as long as you grab the coupon when it's available and you load it into your Subscribe and Save order, you've got it. So if tomorrow that coupon is gone, doesn't matter. It's in your Subscribe and Save order with the coupon. So you have the item. You could change your mind, by the way, too, guys. So if you jumped on it, it's really not the end of the world. If I change my mind here, I could actually still cancel this Starbucks if I wanted to. And I am not going to end up paying for it, even though I stuck it in my cart at the beginning of last week. You've actually got a little bit of time to think about it. But just so you kind of know a little bit of how that would work, that's one of those places that I would definitely hunt for some particular deals. Okay, and Courtney, in particular, Southern Savers, I would say we cover grocery stores that are from as far as like Mississippi and Alabama, as far north as Maryland. We cover a lot of grocery stores, but we also cover Target, Walmart, all of CVS, Walgreens, etc. And those are nationwide. So when you are on the site and you are hunting for deals, at the top, you have a section that is just grocery stores, but you also have a section that is national stores and drugstores. These ads are going to apply no matter where you live. They are the deals that are in your area. So all of the current deals that are running in CVS, along with all the coupons that go with those particular deals. So you can add those items to your shopping list and head to the store if that's what you wanted. It's going to line up with your CVS ad as well. Okay. I tried signing up for Brand Club, but it already says I have an account with that number. I do not remember signing up. So I will tell you, John, Brand Club is one that I don't use. There are some folks that love it. I have seen a lot of negative reviews. I know for me, when I tried to get in it, it basically starts you off by saying if you want offers, you need to buy these particular products. Well, those particular products aren't necessarily on sale. That's not how it works around here. I am only going to grab it when it's on sale. Yay, I have an offer that pairs in. But I don't want this to work the other way around. I don't want to have to grab an item that's not on sale just to get an offer back. So that's my hesitation with Brand Club. And I would say for them, if you are trying to get in and you do want to use it, then I would reach out to them and see if their customer service can figure out what's going on. But I don't know much on that one in terms of if they are telling you already have an account. And if we live in a true buy one, get one state, will Ibotta still give us the offer on the free bag? Great question, Paige. Yes. So if you live in Florida and I was showing you that offer for the Sheila G's, which is buy one, get one at Publix. Yes, if you grab two and one of them is on your receipt as free, you're still going to get the $1 for both bags. It's still going to show that you bought two items. And as soon as you scan your receipt now, it's pretty good at recognizing what's on your receipt. Very rarely are you going to have to scan any barcodes, but you're going to get $2 back because you bought two bags, or $4 back because you bought four. So my folks in Florida, this is a limit of 5. You would never use the 5th item. Don't want to do that, right? I want to use a coupon on every one that I'm grabbing. So my folks in Florida, I would recommend all of your Ibotta offers are always a limit of 4 in your mind, so that we're sticking with the sale and we're using offers with the sale, because the sale is the bulk of our savings, not the coupon. Most of the time, you may have an exception. You may have some really high value offer, but 90% of the time it's the sale that is making you grab that item. So stick with the sale and then make sure that you have the offers that line up with the sale. Okay. So Wendy says, what if the kiddos only help themselves to snacks for lunch? So I will say, I don't fix lunch, but most of my kids, I don't make the 17-year-olds do this anymore, but most of my kids still come and ask, like, hey, can I have this? Is this an acceptable choice? And when it comes to snacks, they know they have to ask. So the 7-year-old in our world may say, hey, can I have pretzels? The first thing out of my mouth will be, have you eaten lunch? So she knows she can't have them without asking, but I'm probably not going to say yes either. So that's just how we have them trained. Or a rule, I guess. I shouldn't say we have them trained. It's a rule in our house that snacks are not fair game. You actually need to ask permission. And we tend to only have certain times in the day that snacks are even going to be approved. You can come and ask, but I'm probably going to tell you at 10 o'clock in the morning, like, no, we're not going to have a snack. You just ate breakfast, basically. Okay. And John is chiming in for anyone that needs it. Lately, Walmart's been having coffee marked down. He got 12 count K-Cups for $1.25. I was noticing that. I think, honestly, this is in a lot of stores right now. So watch your stores for clearance, because when prices are getting tight, people are not buying the name brands. So I was watching in Kroger and in a Lowe's Foods recently, them just marking down massive amounts of Starbucks and high-end brands that are really twice the price of that house brand coffee. So we need coffee. Coffee is important, but people are seeing that price of, $9.99 or $10 for a box of K-Cups. They're not going to pay it. And the coffee actually has a really short shelf life. So it's one of those areas that you really can get some great clearance items. I would encourage you, if you are a coffee snob, to look at the shelf life. But all coffee has a use by date, and they are going to mark it down as soon as it gets anywhere near that. So it is an item like meat that is a regular markdown item. And if you happen to be in there and you spot that the use by date is even past, you should say something. So take the item to customer service and ask if you can get it reduced if they didn't catch it. So again, remembering what stores you're in, but even Publix will mark down those items. So Publix doesn't do markdown meat, but I'll still find some clearance and some markdown items. I know my Publix's huge tea markdowns as well right now. So these, I guess, are splurge items in America. Maybe it wouldn't be the case if we were all in England, but not a lot of folks drinking hot tea in the middle of the summer, and they're definitely not drinking hot tea when it's full price. So you're getting some really good prices on it as you go through. Okay, is there any way to save on fall items like caramel apples, cider, or pumpkin spice things? This is going to be if you find them on clearance. They're not something that are regularly marked down at all, and a clearance caramel apple could be really hit or miss. What I would encourage you, Paige, is maybe looking up some homemade DIY recipes and see if you can find something that tastes the way you want it to taste and is much cheaper for you to make yourself at home versus grabbing one in the store. But it is not something that we see on discount very often, except the cider and the pumpkin spice packets you'll find on clearance after the holidays. So you're going to have to hold tight to that one for a really long time till it came on clearance from here. But those caramel apples, it's really a never, and can be really scary if you did. Can I explain Alexa savings? So Susan, there are some deals with Amazon that if you order by voice using your Alexa system, that you will get some extra coupons for doing that. And sometimes those are easy to spot on Amazon's website. A lot of times it's not. It's actually you asking your little unit, are there any deals currently? And it may tell you whatever the current offer is for that day or that week. That is not something that we do often. I do not like the idea of I just spoke it and you ordered it. It just kind of scares me. It's kind of like those buttons that Amazon tried to push out a few years back, like the idea that your kids could be pushing the button and just ordering more toilet paper for fun every time they went. That didn't go over well. People didn't like those buttons. But I have not really done a lot of that voice ordering either, kind of a little outside of my element, but there are some deals that are there. So you can always ask your unit. I don't want to say the name too loud or mine will wake up in the kitchen. And just say, what are the current deals that you are running? And she will tell you. And then you can order directly that way. They also run a lot of promotions specifically during their Prime days. So we had one that was in July. We're actually going to have another one in October. That's what all the rumors are. It won't be as much, but it's going to be basically like a pre-Christmas. And there will be some that are in that as well. Okay, great question. So Shannon's saying, I'm not understanding the 5 items in the cart. So on the subscribe and save, let me pull that page back up really quick. When you're using Amazon subscribe and save, if you have one item in your cart, you get 5% because you said, I want to subscribe. But if you have 5 or more items in your cart, then everything in your cart jumps to a 15% savings. So for me, I keep 5 items in my cart. And what I will do, so my order is not going to ship until October 3rd. So I've still got 2 weeks, really. And as I find other deals, I will come in and on these items, I'll just hit the skip button and I'll push them to next month. And so sometimes they do come. Let's say I have the Starbucks, which I know I want. It's a great price after the coupon, which it doesn't show you. So you need to remember when you're looking at it, oh wait, it's going to be less than that. It shows you when you order it. I guess I'll just put something in my cart. I'll show you what this is going to look like. So we're going to come in here over in the column. We're going to click subscribe and save. I know that might be really tiny, but just so you know kind of where to look for it. Grocery and gourmet. And then I'm going to start to hunt for things that I want. So this, for example, is one of my teenagers' absolute favorite cereals. I'm happy to keep her happy. So I have loaded the coupon and it's subscribe and save at $9.66. What I would recommend here is instead of deliver every month, set this really far out so that you've got plenty of time to come in and cancel it, because I don't want to keep it after this order. I'm ordering this because of this coupon. That is what is giving me this really great price. And so then I'm going to hit this set up now button. And so with the set up now button, it is going to give me my final breakdown right here. So I'm getting my coupon savings of 15%, but I'm getting the other 15% from my subscribe and save. So now I'm getting 3 boxes of Quaker cereal for $8.14, which when we talk about the normal price in a grocery store is a pretty good price right now. That's, less than $3 a box. I've got to be happy with it, right? No, it is a decent price for Quaker Life cereal. So I'm going to say confirm subscription. Now, I still technically have a chunk of time until that is going to ship. So if I change my mind, I could come in and cancel it. And let me go back to this screen. So subscribe and save items again. So now it's going to show up. Now I have 6 items in there. And I could then come here and say, you know what? Let's skip this. Let's send it all the way to December. That's fine. So I don't need it. I only need 5 items so that I can get that lowest price. So I just keep these really cheap items there. So go hunting, pull up Amazon. I actually have a page, if you look on Southern Savers, for Amazon filler items. You can use that list. I try to update it every month or so for just some really cheap items that you can just keep in there. And as you add in some other deals, you can move some out. Amazon's also really good. Coming in about October 3rd, it's going to send me an email that says, hey, you need to check your subscribe and save orders because it's about to ship. So when you get that email, you could also, maybe you didn't skip things right away. You could go in and be like, hey, I only want 5 items, so I'm going to save some things for later, basically, with that skip. It just keeps it where I don't have to go find really cheap things again. Those are things we regularly use. I'm happy if they ended up being a filler item in my cart, because remember, I just saved basically $1.70 and then another $1.70 just on the cereal. Adding in a 75-cent can of green beans is still getting me a decent savings. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense there. Okay, so Lynn has a question that's off grocery here. Not sure if I didn't answer your question, so you didn't miss it, Lynn. Wanting to know about the iPhone and when to get a deal, not wanting the latest model. So the new model has been released, and with the new model, everyone came out of the gate with these free versions of the iPhone 14. But if you look on Verizon's site, you'll see that they're actually offering the older models for free as well on a lot of them. So just seeing, you are going to need a deal, I'm guessing, that doesn't require a new line. So the older models are going to be a better chance for that to be a deal for you on a trade-in versus a brand new line or just out of the gate. A lot of times it's going to be a deal with a trade-in. And typically the older model, the best time to grab them is actually right before that new launch. So it just launched like last week. So kind of a hard time there because they're trying to get rid of those 12s and 13s, right before the 14 comes out. But you're still going to find some really decent prices on or deals even on the 12 and 13 even now. I will tell you with Verizon, they don't offer the deals as low as we see with AT&T and T-Mobile. I don't think they really need to. I think Verizon knows that most folks prefer their towers or their coverage in some areas over the other carriers. So where we'll see AT&T in the commercials that everyone gets a free phone, that's not always the case with Verizon. A lot of times with Verizon, it does require a new line. So make sure you're reading the fine print on the offers that you see as you hunt around, but you will see some deals, and I'll try to go hunting, Lynn, and see what I can find as well, and I'll let you know if I spot anything. Okay, and so hopefully, Paige, what I just showed you when I was placing the order, just how much you're paying for each item, it's going to show you when you hit that order confirmation that you want to purchase it, it's going to show you that final breakdown on the deal, and that was 3 boxes of cereal for $8.14. It doesn't end up showing you per item, but you know, we can grab a calculator here. It makes them $2.71 a box, grabbing a calculator really fast. So you can kind of do that too. Okay, so Karen says, so subscribe and save. I ordered milk bones, a 10-pound box for $4. It was crazy, coming tomorrow. So what you want to do, Karen, is now that it's shipped, it was a crazy good deal. The next one is not going to be that crazy good. And actually, if it's already shipped, you're good to go. So head into your subscribe and save tonight, and you can go in. You can either hit skip if you want and deal with it later, or you can, underneath the item, you can click cancel. So let me just show you what that looks like, because I actually have quite a few things that live in our subscribe and save. So these are some of our past things, and they all have a next delivery because I set them all pretty far out. So here's our Del Monte fruit cups that we grabbed. Or I grabbed a new Soda Stream. So I can click on this anytime that I want, and I can edit that subscribe and save. These have already shipped. These are in my pantry. So right here, clicking on this, I don't want to get it again. It had a really great price. I can click cancel subscription, select my reason. It's too expensive. If that's what you want to say, I grabbed it because I had a coupon, right? I don't want the next one. So I can immediately cancel that. That is now gone. It was delivered last week when our September box came in. And they all, because I always set them 6 months out, you know, they may not show right away. When you look at this first screen, it's just showing you what's in your very next box, but I may actually have some other subscriptions. So this is on the delivery screen, but if I click on subscriptions, then I see everything else there. Doesn't mean I want to get all these things again. It just means they were a good deal one time, right? So I don't always come in and clean them out. I usually deal with it in the month. You can see there's a lot there. But hopefully that helps kind of see how easy it is to go in and cancel. It's gone. It's over. And yes, I got a great deal one time. And if they put out another coupon, I can get that next coupon too. So as long as I don't have a current subscription, if a new coupon comes out, it's yours to get again, which is pretty sweet. So kind of another reason to maybe not hold on to as many subscriptions as I have. I need to do some cleanup in there. But I will gladly grab a deal that has a coupon running that is a really great price. Okay. And so if I do not want to cancel that order though until it has shipped. So once it's shipped, you've paid for it. You pay for it the minute it leaves Amazon's warehouse at the deal that you got. And so once I cancel it, I already had the deal. I already paid for the deal. It will not affect the price that I paid last week. It's just keeping me from paying top dollar for that item on the next shipment because I don't have a coupon on the next shipment. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Lots of things that we've covered tonight, and kind of across the board from ordering online and shopping in the grocery stores. If you're brand new, you're trying to cut your grocery budget, just to recap really fast, I encourage you, as Paige was mentioning earlier, we want to stick with a meal plan so that we're focused on exactly what we're going to use, but we also want to focus on what is on sale. So grab what is on sale in the grocery store. Grab enough of it to last you 6 weeks. That is how long the grocery sales are running in grocery stores, emphasizing that side. And then let's plan a meal. Let's plan the week of meals so that we are focused on what we have and trying to stick with the sales until you can get a good stockpile. So if we've got, we've had some great prices on pork tenderloins, buy one, get one recently, that are those pre-seasoned pork tenderloins. I love that. That's like dinner in 20 minutes. Those are amazing for me. So grabbing those, easy. All I got to do is put some potatoes on a plate and a veggie, and that's dinner in our world. Very simple. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. So plan some simple meals based on the sales for a little bit until you get a stockpile, then based on your pantry. But the meal plan, along with following what's on sale and throwing in a coupon or two, is going to help keep the budget under control. I promise. It is going to help significantly versus meal planning and just going to the grocery store and following a meal plan. So much of what you just bought was not on sale. You grabbed it because you wanted it or because it went with the recipe that you picked, but you paid full price. Versus I went in and paid $1 for a jar of pasta sauce because it was 50% off today. That's the price we want to pay, guys. So following the sales, meal planning from the sales is huge. So putting those together, it's going to help. I promise. Okay. So I want to make sure I grabbed everyone's questions, and you guys have been really chatty. So, which I love. I love when you're in the comments. Sharon, great question. I currently have a vitamin that I subscribe and save to get the full 15%. Do I have to put 5 things in my cart, or can I get away with adding 4 more? You're right. Just 4 more. So I need 5 total subscribe and save orders in that shipment. So I do want to specify that. So if you get the vitamin every month, perfect. But if I get the vitamin every 3 months, then I just need it in the shipment with the vitamin to be able to get the full 15% and make sure that it's worth it for you, that those are 4 other items that you want or 4 other items that are really, really cheap so that they're not, we're still seeing a discount on the vitamins for sure. Okay, and where do I see available coupons? So Rebecca, if we're talking, we've talked Amazon here for a bit. So if we're talking Amazon, just to jump back, the easiest way there is actually right across the top to click on coupons, right across the top of the top spot on Amazon. If we're talking, however, for the grocery store, then I would encourage you to come to Southern Savers and click on the coupon database. We have a really great coupon database with thousands of coupons in there, and type in what you're hunting for and see what you can find offers on. So if we're talking General Mills cereal, we can find all the digital coupons that are available for that, mobile apps that are available for those items, and hopefully that's going to help too. So I'll answer both directions depending on what coupons you were hunting for. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the night. I'm so glad to be back with you. I hope that this was helpful for some folks. I will be back on tomorrow, every Tuesday at 2 with all of our drugstore deals for this week at CVS and Walgreens. And we will be back at this next Monday night at 8:30. So if you've got some questions or you have a topic that you would love for me to cover, please let me know. Send me a Facebook message or an email, jenny@southernsavers.com. I'm glad to help with questions or glad to give you a topic of what you are specifically needing to save on. So ask away, and we will get back into a weekly routine of getting to hang out on Monday nights and hopefully save a lot more money. So thanks for joining me tonight. I hope to see you again next Monday night. And if you're going to jump in on drugstores with us, which you should, I will see you tomorrow at 2. If you can't make it during the day, that's okay. It is saved and you can always watch it after the fact. So thanks for sticking around with me tonight. And I hope you have a great week and find some really fun deals this week. You guys have a good night.